Hi guys, Kumi and Carlin here from 640S, and this video is going to be on the rowing technique for beginners or any intermediate level rowing athlete. So we have a Concept 2 rower. Typically this is our favorite rower. It's better than any water rower. Some of the other models that you would get are this kind of clunky. This is a trusted model, and it's one that's used in our sport, that's measurable and repeatable across every kind of area in the world. First we're going to have a look at the setup position of the rower. So we have our seat that Carlin's going to sit on. We're going to sit on the seat as close to the front of the seat as possible that is comfortable. Okay, so it still has to be comfortable. From here you're going to lift each side of your bum one at a time, and what that's going to do is just allow the space for you to be in that comfortable position, but also put our hips into an anterior pelvic tilt, which means a slight lean forward. We're going to pop our feet into the straps here, or into the foot locks, and from here what we're looking for is the widest part of the foot to be where our strap is. We're going to pull it in nice and tight. Okay, so this is going to give you your position into the feet adjustments here. Your hands on the handle are going to be in a wide position with your thumbs tucked underneath, and your hands will be in a loose grip. Okay, so we're not like over tight on the, or have too much tension on the handle here. This is a nice comfortable grip, but what we do is we try and break the handle. But what will allow us to do is roll our shoulders down and give us lat tension. This tension is very, very important for every first stroke and pull. Okay, so the other thing we can think about this lat tension is also engaging our midline. This is going to be the start or catch position, which will be the beginning of each rep along the way. From here, what we're kind of looking at is our shoulders are only going to move between two positions, 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock, okay? We're going to extend the legs by driving hard through our heels. We drive hard, we open the hip, the knees will unlock, and then from there we'll pull ourselves back. So in sequence and order, we'll come back to the start position. The knees will drive through our feet, our chest will lead back, so the knees will fully extend, and then we will lean back, and then the arms will pull, okay? In that order, come back to the start. What we don't want to see is that as we begin the opening of the knees or the closing of the knee angle, that either we leave the chest here or we start the early arm bend of the pull before we've done anything else, okay? So we'll come back to the start, and in nice order, we close we close the knee extension, we close the knee flexion, sorry, so we extend the knees, we drive through our feet, boom, and then we have that open of the hip, then we lean back and pull. Now, when we pull the handle into our chest, we want to immediately bring our handle back the other way, okay? It doesn't mean that we go back fast. It's just that the immediate, after the pull, we bring it straight back to its position where it once was, and then this is our chance to glide back and slowly recover. So we close the hip angle by bringing our shoulders forward in reverse order to before, then we slightly bend the knees and glide the seat back into its catch or setup position from the start. So once more, we extend, we open up, we fast hands, come back, and we go back in again. Now notice that we talk about this like a deadlift. We want that nice straight back, or more rather important, there can be a slight round at the back. We want our shoulders and our hips to move at the same rate and the same angle each time. Okay, not one before the other, not the shoulders before the hips, not the hips before the shoulders, but both at the same rate. So what we'll have a look at is the hips moving first and leaving the shoulders out in place, which we don't want to see. So if this is you, we're locking out the legs first, so lock the legs, and the shoulders staying over, and then all we have is that back to pull on that rower, okay? So we do a couple of reps like that, get into pulling, where the hips move, and the shoulders are still out in front. We want that nice smooth sequence of shoulders and hips moving at the same time and same rate. At each point in time you come back, let's make sure that we have the tension on the lats. What we don't want to see is that when you come into the catch position, that the chain is loose and it has that loose part there, the pull. Okay, so it means that every time you pull, it's going to jerk on you, and it's going to be a stop-start motion of continuing the motor pulling. So we want to transfer the last pull into the next one. Let's get Carlin to row just seamlessly. Can you do it for like 10 seconds? So what we do want to see is that chain staying nice and smooth and straight, and it has that eventual pull on it that has the tension from his lats. If he was to stop, start and jerk and unlock the tension on his lats, every single one is going to be a stop, start, pull and jerky each time, okay? Now, remember that on your recovery, so when we're coming back after we've released our hands and we've unlocked the knees and gliding back, this is your chance to breathe. Don't rush the return to the monitor or to the catch position. Slow down, breathe, but each stroke should be strong and just like the last one. We want a quick turnaround, so as soon as we get here to the catch position, we're gone. Okay, so we have a look what that looks like. We pull hard, we slow our recovery, and then when we get back, we go. Leave, bang. What we don't want to happen, so the last thing that we don't want to happen when we get to that quick turnaround is to overdrive through our legs when we leave our shoulders out in front. So we spoke about it before, but we'll see it in real time. So when we come back, we don't drive so hard through our legs that our shoulders stay out in front, exactly like this, okay? We still want that nice movement of shoulders and hips moving at the same rate each and every single pull. So that's our rowing technique tips on this video. If you do have any questions, please pop them in the comments, and I will be sure to do our best to get back to you.